Hello everyone, Zelrant here, and today I thought I'd just do a quick video for Girls Frontline on some updates over the weekly, as we've gone into a new week now. As with the last update, we've had a bunch of new stuff added into the game, and so there's some more things, a little bit more that you want to think about when it comes to your weekly, so make sure you're maximizing what all the currencies and stuff that you're getting in the game. So the first thing is something that someone mentioned in the Discord that they accidentally made the mistake of by just going through the motions that they have done on a weekly basis, is that if you go to campaign now and combat simulations on a weekly basis, as you know, the boss fight resets, so you can do that. Just make sure when you come here, now I've already gone to the next tier, but what there used to be was only tier 8. They have added a new tier of tier 9 here. And so make sure that when you come here, you don't just automatically go to auto and then just auto do your 3. Make sure you go to the next tier, which is going to be tier 9. And then go ahead and attempt to do this and see if you complete it. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to expect it's not going to be too difficult, especially now that we're established at max level with fully built units. Now, it's probably not going to be super, it's going to probably be built around being max level, but I don't expect it to be that difficult if you have built your teams and they're kind of established. But you can knock that out, get some extra points here. But also, this is going to give you more currency for the battle log trading, which will just make it a little bit more comfy and getting all the rewards. We were already getting plenty enough on tier 8 to get the two main things I cared about on a weekly basis, which was the basic info cores and the memory sticks. But it just makes it more comfy so you can get your Sabrina copies and permissions a little bit earlier in the month, because usually I have to skip I've had to skip the polls on the first week just to ensure that I could get all the info core and memory sticks in the first week, because I make sure to get these every single week when it resets. And then so this week I'll be able to complete it, and I should be able to get all of my passes now. Now, I don't know how much currency it actually gives because I haven't done it yet. I plan to do this on stream sometime this week. But just make sure you don't go through the motions. And even if you can't beat this, it's not going to be that big of a deal, because even if you do absolutely nothing and you just auto it 3 times on the next tier, you will still get the same amount of rewards that you get from tier 8. So you're not losing anything if you're not able to complete tier 9 at this point. There's absolutely no reason to go to the next tier. And now the next thing is going to be on the boss list over here within the boss battles, which is going to be the new boss here, Blue Sphere, that's been added. Now, I haven't actually completed any of these yet. I've just been kind of lazy. I need to do these on stream because I've wanted to do them on stream. But they do have a new boss here, so a new objective you can complete here. And these are also going to be important as well for the new currency that you can acquire, because I'm pretty sure that if you go into your, not events, but if you go into commissions, there are also going to be some of these tied to beating them as well, which are going to be good for buying the packages within the shop right now. And the main one that I think some people are going to be saving up for, especially if they don't want to spend to get Vector's one outfit, you do have the bunny suit here, which is going to take quite a bit to get. Now, I've bought all the curio stuff first, so the next thing I'm actually saving up is for that bunny suit. But for those that are just strictly saving up for it, it'll make it a little bit easier to get to that point, because the medals are far and few between and take some time. They're going to take some time to actually get over time. And so those will be an easy way to get to that. But then we also have the other thing in here, which is in the platoon. So in this one, on the new weekly resetting shop, as we already know, you're wanting to buy your Papa Shaw copies. But there's also now, you should have noticed it last week. Now, I had mentioned it before when I gave the warning on buying the monthly target calibration chip. But there's also one in the platoon shop for a target calibration chip that's going to reset weekly. You want to make sure you're getting this every week, because as you know, these are what can permanently upgrade the stats on your attachments. And they're very, very scarce in the game. I believe the amount you can get per month is like 17 if you're not spending any money. And so this is going to be that opportunity to get one every single week. But then also make sure you're doing your Gunsmoke Frontlines, or at least coming in here and doing your 2 hits. Even if you're just autoing them with your strongest units, you should be able to get enough points to get what the best reward that's been added in here as well, which is now At the very bottom, if you're able to get to 20,000 points, which if you have a V6 Kukai, you can borrow within your platoon, or even V3, or something big in your platoon. Even if not, you should be able to get 20,000 fairly easily if you just do all your hits every day of the Gunsmoke. You're going to be able to get another calibration ship here as well. And then if your platoon is active, you should easily be able to get the last one on here as well, which gives you another targeting calibration ship. So that alone is going to give you 2 right there with your weeklies. That takes you up to 6 a month just in the platoon stuff. So being in the platoon and doing the Gunsmoke Frontline is going to be quite important to make sure that you are getting as many target calibration ships as you can. Like, as I said, they are very few and far between. And the other thing I did not mention that's also new that resets on a weekly basis that's going to be quite important to get is when you go to your time limited package, there is also now a free weekly package that you can get. And then if you actually read the details in it, this one's actually really nice because every couple weeks or every few weeks, you can see you're going to get every 3 boxes guarantees a target access permission, so 1 pull, and then 6 boxes, so after you do 6, guarantees you 300 collapse pieces, which is equivalent of 2 pulls. So you can think of that as every 6 weeks you're getting 3 pulls. Nothing too crazy, but everybody knows every little pull can help. I mean, it just takes 1 to get lucky, and maybe you'll get to that soft pity and you run out of pulls. That can make the difference in making sure you get the character or you don't, especially if you're free to play. So make sure you're getting that, as well as you still have your daily. Just know that the daily has moved over here, and so you have to go here. It's not under the standard package anymore. But yeah, that is kind of the main things that I have seen with the update here. Like I said, someone in my Discord had mentioned they autoed right through that boss, and so they lost out on a little bit. It's nothing too crazy. I mean, if you made that mistake, don't beat yourself up about it. I think I've accidentally not done it 1 week before, but still had plenty of currency to buy up the shop. But yeah, that's just some kind of quality of life things that they've added into the game. Those target access chips are quite important if you really want to maximize your favorite characters. Like, I eventually plan to completely max out all of Klukai's attachments using those target chips, just because she's my favorite unit and she can fit in any team. And so that's my plan, what I plan to use with them. But also, one thing I forgot to mention here was, if you haven't done it yet, it's about to reset. I mean, this is just something standard, but I just thought I'd throw it in here to let people know, is the expansion drill is about to reset here. So just make sure you come in here and you complete this. This one was fairly easy this week. I mean, I just blew through it even at the max 40 out of 40. Now, I have a V6 Kukai, so it is a little bit easier for me, but I don't think you would have an issue with this fight, even if you aren't whaling. None of these were any problems at all for me, and didn't look like you'd give you any problems, especially even if you have a V0 Klukai, because she can easily do all the AoE on there. So just make sure you knock that out. Even if you can only get the level 7 for some reason, you still have a lot of wards tied to here, so just make sure you're completing that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like my content, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps, and thanks for watching.